welcome to the Something About Yarn podcast. My name is Annie, and I am a knitter, knitwear designer, and yarn enthusiast living near Atlanta, Georgia. And I just like talking about the things that I love to do with yarn and exploring the world of yarn. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And if you're a new viewer, welcome to my podcast. I hope you enjoy my weirdness and don't mind me yapping at you. This week is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. Last week was late as I kind of covered, so I haven't had like a full week since last time to actually do a whole lot of knitting. And I haven't had a day off. Tomorrow and Thursday are my days off, so yeah, because it's Tuesday night right now and I just got home from work and I'm tired, but I'm podcasting because I wanted to get back to my regular schedule again. I'm definitely feeling a lot better than I was last Tuesday night when I had that killer migraine, and that's why the last podcast was late. But so yay, no migraine. I did wake up with a bit of a headache this morning, but I went and got adjusted at my chiropractor and I'm feeling so much better. So yeah, a little bit of energy left over after a very slow day at work that made the time just feel like it was crawling. It was insane. It was so boring. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I'm home. Today was my Friday. I've got 2 days off, so here I am. So I did not finish any projects. I'm still working on my socks, so I'll just jump right into whips. Last week I think I had done like up to here, so I'm most of the way through the foot. I'm thinking I will probably finish the sock, like the whole sock, tomorrow. I don't think I have too many errands to run, but even if I do, I'll try to get my boyfriend to drive so I can knit. So yeah, I am pretty close to being done with this. The foot part, as you can see, I'm like within a few rounds of doing the heel. So I'm really excited about that, and then from there I'll just be like, and I'm done. So really, really excited. I'm trying to like work on this monogamously to get it done. So once I do that, I'm thinking I will probably, I think I mentioned this a couple podcasts ago when I was talking about, or last week maybe. I don't remember, sorry. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I'm thinking I will keep going with my finishing whips spree. Finishing whips spree. Yeah, to try to finish as many as I possibly can before February. So yes, I'm excited. So yeah, I think that's about it on the knitting front. I feel almost, like how, say, you always wear like a certain ring or a certain necklace or like glasses or something like that, and you leave the house without them and you feel completely naked. That's how I'm feeling right now, not having much knitting to talk about. I haven't gotten a chance to block my fade yet because I need a second set of blocking mats, and I couldn't borrow my sister's because she needs them. So I think, considering like the amount of larger projects that I have kind of in the works, I'm thinking I'm probably just gonna have to break down and buy a second set from Knit Picks. I would love to get the blocking like whole kit from, I think it's Coco Knits on their website, because it's absolutely gorgeous. But trying to not break the budget right now, I think I'll have to go for the Knit Picks ones, which I have had for, gosh, so many years, and they have held up tremendously. So yes, I would like to do the Coco Knits because it's just like this whole luxury package and it's just beautiful. But the Knit Picks ones, workhorse blocking mats, guys. If you need a set of blocking mats and you don't want to break the bank right now, they are on sale for $19.99, I think, for a set of 9 squares, and they're awesome. So I can personally attest to the amount of abuse that they can take with all the blocking pins going in and out of them and poking holes everywhere. They have stood up to it wonderfully. So, and my sister and I have both used my set because originally she didn't have a set and she would steal mine when she needed them, and then finally I was like, okay, you're getting your own set. So I think I might have bought them for her birthday or whatever. So yeah, they've, between the two of us, seen a lot of projects blocked on them. So anyway, yeah. There is a bit of stash acquisition I got last month. I just haven't talked about it on the podcast, so maybe I can just go ahead and pull that out. So Quince & Company had a beautiful kit for, and I hope I don't butcher the pronunciation of this pattern, but I think it's pronounced Euclid or something. If somebody knows the correct pronunciation and I didn't get it right, please tell me. But it's a beautiful shawl by Isabel Kramer, and it's just this, oh my goodness, looking at it I get all excited all over again. Let me make this bigger so you guys can see, but this is on the Quince & Company website. It's just this gorgeous texture shawl. So yeah, they had a kit with 4 skeins of their Phoebe yarn, and I couldn't help myself, and one of my coworkers was like, well, you only live once, why not? So I got it, and this is the colorway that I chose. Oh my goodness. It is this gorgeous, like, light bluish gray, and I will be taking better pictures, or I will be taking pictures for the blog soon and putting them up. Maybe, I don't know, if tomorrow's cloudy, I might pop outside in the cold and take some cloudy day pictures, because those are my favorite with the lighting. But yeah, it's just, this is my first time experiencing the Phoebe base, which is 100% extra fine American Merino, which is just, oh my goodness, this is just, and I love the hang tags and everything. They're just adorable. This is the Mercury colorway, so there are the stats on that. But I love the sheen and just the tone of it. It's gonna be, it feels like a neutral, but it still has that interest of like a color. So it's like that perfect balance. So I am super excited, like trying to picture this in my head. I'm just like, oh my goodness. So yeah, super duper excited on that. When I got my package, I was just like, oh my goodness. So I love getting packages from Quince & Company. They're just beautiful. So, and their yarn, it had been a while since I treated myself to some Quince, so I am super excited. And then I made my Make 9, and I completely forgot to include this shawl, so that may be my to be determined shawl that I left the blank for in my Make 9. Not sure, but you know, we'll see. But when I ordered the kit, I went ahead and ordered an extra skein, so that way if I decide I want like to take the texture stitch and like put it on like a hat or some gloves or something and just make my own little you know, matching thing, or if the designer has a matching thing, I can pop one out real quick to have like a matching hat or whatever. So I did that. And then it's funny because I was looking at the yarn the other day, because I have it in one of my little cubbies under my desk, and I was like, wait a second, how many yards is that? Let's see, it's 300 yards per 100 grams times 5. Oh my gosh, that's a sweater's quantity. And I bought it for a shawl. So I hardly ever buy sweater quantities, and here I did that, and I'm using it for a shawl. So I'm like, part of my, like in the back of my head, I'm going, oh man, should I just use it for a sweater? But I'm so excited about this shawl. So I'm gonna just let it marinate, as other podcasters have so adequately summed it up. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I might just let it sit, and when inspiration hits, I'll know what I need to do. The yarn will tell me what it wants to be when it's done aging and cooking and stuff like that, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's been about it. As far as anything exciting going on, the weather's been really cold, so I've been sure to bundle up with all the knitting. Like my honey cowl that I showed off on the podcast recently, gloves, and then I like pull out one of my my knitted hats and wear that. So it's been knitting, like knitted garment and accessory weather like crazy. I've just been bundling up. So like when I got into my car earlier, it chimed at me and said, oh, it's below 40 degrees. Oh yeah, that's because it's actually 35 degrees. So it's just like, oh my goodness. So, but yay for me, I actually have a car with heat this year. So that's been a huge plus. Because last year I had a PT Cruiser. I think I mentioned this on the podcast prior, but whatever. I had a PT Cruiser, and yeah, they are definitely known as piece of trash cruisers for a reason. I loved that car. It had a lot of cargo space, and I thought it was cool. Yeah, I'm one of the dorks that thought the PT Cruiser was cute, you know. I wanted one when I was a kid, so I can say I had one. But yeah, when it died last May and I got my Hyundai Accent, I never looked back. I have Apple CarPlay and I have heat that works, so yeah. So, oh, I just remembered that saying something about Apple made me remember I treated myself to a new watch this week. I've been with the company for over a year, so I had a discount at my disposal. So I went ahead and treated myself to a Series 4. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is a, there we go. I have one of my little Christmas, I have like a whole, I have like a whole selection of backgrounds, like Christmas light backgrounds. There we go. So yeah, hopefully that'll focus. There we go. So yeah, I treated myself to the Series 4 40mm, which is perfect for my wrist size and everything. It looks really nice. My Series 3 had the cellular functionality, and while it was cool being able to leave my phone at home if I wanted to and still get stuff, like notifications, make calls, things like that, I only used it twice in the year that I had it. So it's like, I really don't need it. And I like with the new Series 4 has the edge-to-edge display, which is just gorgeous. So I was bad and I used my discount and I got it yesterday and I love it. So I'll be selling my Series 3. It still has another year of Apple Care on it, so I'm hoping to find some unsuspecting AT&T user to you know, take advantage of the cellular capabilities and get that off my bill. So, but I'm super excited. I am loving this. I'm wishing that there was like an Apple Watch app. Like, I don't know, somebody out there, if you know how to code and can make like a stitch or row counter that works on the Apple Watch, let's talk, because I do design work and I do graphic design, and I would love to be part of some kind of project to put a row counter and stitch counter on the Apple Watch. I think that would be amazing. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's about the most excitement that I have had this week, except for today coming into work going, it's my Friday, oh yeah. So yeah, that was kind of so, well, except for the headache. Once the headache was gone, then I was like, it's my Friday. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna, I'll probably, you know, cut that out, but anyway. So yeah, I think that's about it as far as knitting and yarn content. Kind of sparse this week, you guys, and I apologize. Just been a little bit of a different week, so hopefully next week I'll have more to actually show off, like finished socks, maybe something else, you know, that kind of thing. But before I go, I did want to kind of follow up on the Instagram post that I did yesterday with the unfiltered selfie, you know, just kind of extending a welcome to everyone everywhere to join me in talking about yarn and knitting, and just I just wanted to express again how much I love everybody who is in the knitting community, and I see you, I hear you, I recognize who you are and, you know, where you're from, and I love everybody. You know, the knitting community has been the nearest and dearest to my heart, and I have found, you know, some lifelong friends, and in the case of my knitting mamas, mentors, and, you know, people who have walked with me through some of the most difficult times in my life. And, you know, some of them have been people of beautiful color, all different colors from everywhere. And I have just found the most, you know, welcome and the most kinship in the knitting community. So I wanted to kind of reinforce what I said when I posted my selfie, and just, you know, really acknowledge what's going on. And, you know, I applaud everyone who is, you know, walking into this and learning and you know, opening their eyes and opening their hearts and becoming a better community. So anyway, I just wanted to, you know, cover that just in case you guys had any questions about it or anything like that. Just gonna keep it brief just because, like I said, I'm tired, but I wanted to make sure I included that. So I hope you guys will, you know, follow me on Instagram, follow my podcast, check out my blog. Just share this wonderful knitting community with me as we grow together and learn together, and yeah, share a love of life and a love of yarn. So anyway, sorry the episode is so short again. But hopefully, like I said, next week I'll have more to talk about. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. Like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys again next week. Happy knitting!